where today we'll be looking at how I get my gradients and stuff. I don't have the book yet, so it's not 100% accurate, but I also don't have Google Maps working. I don't know what's wrong with it, it just doesn't work for me. So I base my whatever I do off these lines. So basically, you basically just need to find it in Google Earth, turn on the terrain. So obviously that's a lot helpful. That's really helpful. And then after you've done that, you basically want to put your line across it. You see, I've got white lines here. So I'd basically place them all along, and then obviously this is 14 here. This is 14 here above sea level, as you can see in the elevation. 14, 14. So I called this 14. This one, it was in the middle of 14 and 15 and it kind of looked okay, kind of didn't. So I just called it 14.75. And that's basically how I work out my track heights. And if you want to do it on the 2D kind of area map things, let's look for an example. This is obviously a lot less accurate. So this 38, 39 kind of, and then I basically go like near it, and then I see and I go, okay, is this around the same height? Is this any lower? You know, with the bridge there, that's a railway bridge. So I basically just see how high it is, how low it is, and I worked that one to be about 39. So that's how I'm going to build it to. And then the lines, what you basically have to do is you have to save them as a KML file. I just put mine in my documents and I called I think the ones that are gonna be like platforms and bridges are letters, and the ones that are gonna be for lines of the railways are numbers, so I know what they're gonna be like in game. So I haven't actually done it for the bridges here, so let's just go across there and do this one, and we'll also go for this one, and this one obviously. So there we go. And any more? Yep. So this one as well. And let's go for this one, just in case. So I think so that's a station, I'm assuming. Yep, so this is one that I need to save. So I'll save it as a KML, and this will be T. This one will be U. And Y. So basically, if you're using a 3D area, you basically just want 3D buildings enabled and terrain. Now terrain isn't defaultly on, so you'll only get like the official buildings, so like these ones here, but you won't get any of the terrain or anything. So you just turn that on and it will make it all nice and 3D and cool and stuff. And then you're going to want to go into RW tools, go into the root building tools, marker files, convert markers direct to DCSV, and then you want to choose where you want to put it. So I usually put all mine in the default one, which most people should have, which is the Kuju Rail Simulator, and then it goes in your root markers. You go proceed, and I want to go for all my my platforms and my bridges, so I make them all red. And you want to find them wherever it says on mine. I don't actually remember which ones. Recent files. Let's open file location, and we'll go on date modified. So here's my newest ones. So I want to go from S to Y. So S to Y, and they're all going to be the platforms and the bridges, so that I know where the cutoff point is. And then what did I use? 23 to 28. Okay, I think that's 23 to 28. Yep, 23 to 28. And I'm going to make them all all kind of bluey reddy. I mean, kind of blue greeny. So like that. And convert fully. So they've all been saved. It's all okay. Now we want to exit and go into here, and then I just had loads of stuff in the background. So we want to go into Train Simulator. Remember guys, you can watch this tutorial back when and if you want to. Although I would advise using the book instead. It's a gradient profiles book. But you can always use this if you don't want to spend the money on it. And whenever you change files in Train Simulator, to be on the safe side, you always want to clear the cache. So I'll just show you that in a minute. So you want to go into Settings, Tools, Clear Cache. I know it says Forced Reset and stuff like that, but basically it deletes all the backup files. So like, if you don't delete the backup files, then as soon as you do something in game, it will run the backup files. So all the changes that you made in game, they'll all be unchanged again, which is pretty annoying, because you have to reinstall all the files again. So always clear the cache whenever you're changing a file. So that could include changing a sound file, which I made you a tutorial of, and reskins, you know, stuff like that, installing them and creating them. It is annoying that you have to clear the cache, but it's worth it in the end. And then you want to go into your build, and here are my routes. I have loads. South Wales coastal for valleys. I'm basically building the valleys around Bridgend, Penarth. I want to build the one to Ebbw Valley, Ebbw Vale, Merthyr Tydfil. I basically want to put them everywhere. Oh, and Barry, Penarth, Barry Island. I just feel like it'd help fill in that area. Plus we've already got Swansea and Newport, Cardiff Central, Queen Street, Cardiff Bay. We've already all got that in, so may as well add in all the little valley lines around it. I don't know if it takes this long for anyone else's game to load up, but it always takes me like ages. I think it's quite important to release this tutorial this week because it's going to 64-bit, and for those of you that don't know, changing gradients on track takes up all the RAM that Train Simulator can use, and it crashes it constantly. You can probably be on this for about an hour of changing gradients, and then it'll crash when you're changing one. I will usually swear loudly. Just a quick swear, but just to warn you in case it does do that. Although it shouldn't, because it's not using up that much RAM at the moment, so I don't think it'll crash on me whilst doing the tutorial. So here we go. We're in the route. This is what it looks like in case you haven't seen it yet. So obviously this is being extended out to Ebbw Vale. I don't know what this station's called, but I know it's the end of a branch line. And there's a few up here as well. And there's one up there. I built this as well over the past few days. So that's Bridgend. This is only like one station, it's just up here. There's nothing in between here, so it was much longer. It was a much longer process than most of the other stations. And I've also built this down to Grangetown as well. So let's just go to Cardiff Central. And we want to head west and then south. It's like down here. I don't think I put in the platforms for Grangetown yet, but I will do that in the future. And I also haven't built any scenery because I'm not that great at it. Let's just do this. So here, this is where the magic happens. Boom. See those blue lines? See them? Those are the blue lines that we need. So let's just see how high this is. I go about 80 just so I can get it all in. So that's at a height of 8. So let's get a height of 8 and put it all the way along. The blue lines are kind of fidgety, which is kind of annoying, but you get used to it eventually. So like, you kind of like blink in and out as you move. That's why I try and give them as much room as possible, because they're a bit dodgy, in my opinion. So let's see where the first bridge is. Sometimes the red line doesn't always appear, so I like to double check it on Google Earth just to see if it is actually there. We'll see what I mean in a minute. Right, that's not right. That may be right. Yeah, that's right. This is what I like to use as a place marker for bridges. See, here's a bridge here, so we're just going to put this one here. And should be another one soon, hopefully. Maybe here, like that. And here, like that. I thought that was more bridges, to be honest. There's one right here. And maybe another one up here, I don't know. Yeah, there's one just here. So hopefully I've got all that right. Hopefully I haven't missed any bridges. And if I have, I can always put them in again. Nope, I don't think I missed any. I think that's all fine. I think that's good to go. Let's go. I think I'm going to put in the 2 middle tracks first. I don't have the speed limits yet. I can get them, but it's just a bit time consuming. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. So let's just... Clearly they are not the brightest things in the world. So this is obviously a bit tricky getting it perfect. Oh dear lord. Right, we're gonna go passenger. Hopefully that'll look... I'll be able to look better. Yeah. That looks better. And then we want that to sort of curve in there like that, don't we? Yep. And then we also want a little line. Oh wait, what's happened there? Oh no, something broke. No wait, it's fine, it's just something's happened. I don't know what, but something's happened. Well, let's just see if we can get a little better estimate of where this little branch line's coming out from. It's a lot clearer when you go underneath it, so it comes out about there. So let's just say we want it about here. Yep, that looks perfect. We want that to continuously go on, just like that. Perfect, amazing. We like it. And now we also want the little lines to come out. There's a few more little lines that we want to come out, but I don't know where they start. Um, hmm. That's annoying. I can't see it at all. That is impossible to see. I made the colour so it was easier to see, but it seems that it's just become more impossible. Right, so let's... Alright, so let's say that we want that... Oh, let's say 4. I want to say 4, but I don't know whether I should say 3.5. 3.5 better? Yeah, 3.5's pretty spot on. So let's say that we want this 3.5, and we also want this for 3.5. That looks very good. Got an absolute masterpiece of a piece of track. We just got to get the other piece of track in, which should start around a similar area. Right, let's put it starting off from about here. Let's get it to carry on. All to about there. And then we'll say, okay, clean, yep. Yes. It's looking good. And now let's just get the last... Let's just get the end bits in here. Yep, it's meant to connect up to there, so... Let's say that's a passenger line. Nope, it's crashed. So obviously this doesn't go as planned. I'll see you guys next time.